Now the time for talking is over. Cause I told ya, taking it over. See, I told ya.
Hey y'all, it's Verta. Welcome to my channel. If you are new here, welcome to the tribe. We are so happy to have you. If you are returning to Fiercely V, welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about a topic that apparently is on everybody's minds, and that is Ms. B Simone actually having the audacity to have standards for the type of man she wants to date. Apparently, people are not okay with that. So before we get into the video, you guys already know the drill. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and get in the comment section. Tell me what you think about this topic. You guys, the YouTube algorithm goes by likes, subscribers, and comments. So when you like the videos and when you comment on the videos, that's how YouTube knows that I have people that want to see my content, and they're gonna promote my videos and put them in front of more people. So it really makes a difference when you hit the thumbs up and when you comment, even if you just want to say hi to me. And definitely, of course, if you have not subscribed to Fiercely V, hello, we have fun over here at Fiercely V, okay? You want to be a part of this, so hit that subscribe button too. And while you guys do that, we'll go ahead and get into the video. So B Simone, if you guys don't know the backstory, B Simone is a comedian. She started out kind of on social media making funny videos, and she ended up joining the Wild 'N Out crew with Nick Cannon and those guys, and you know she's made a good career for herself. She also has a company. She sells cosmetics, I think lip glosses and stuff, and she actually just recently was in the news for making her first million, so that was a big milestone for her. So sis is doing good. Now, I don't particularly find her humor funny, but she seems like a cool enough girl. I watched that little cruise show with Lil Kim and them, that random ass show that came on last year, and she was on it, and I think she's cute. She's a cool girl. She seems really cool. So I have no problem with her. The reason that people are in an uproar right now is because she was doing an interview with Nick Cannon, and Nick Cannon ended up asking her, because she's single, he ended up asking her, well, what type of man are you looking for? And she said,
I need to hear the prerequisites. I need to hear what do they have to have?
A
Tall,
little
older. What's the
older.
age?
He can't have a 9 to 5.
What? Why not? You don't want him to have an honest job?
I mean, he could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't
So
like he can't
like
clock in and clock out.
No.
Damn, B
I think
Simone.
entrepreneurs should date entrepreneurs.
Okay, but still, there's people who have really good jobs with vocational skills. If he's a mechanic,
I'm sure, but no, you're not going to understand my lifestyle. You're not going to understand why I'm up at 3 a.m.
Damn, you're making this hard for me. Okay, all right.
You know, he has to be an entrepreneur.
A business owner. He getting one of them stimulus packages from Donald Trump, one of them small business loans, and he ain't buying jewelry with it.
Or moving into that direction.
Yeah.
So at this point, people are literally in an uproar about what she said is the type of guy she's looking for. And it's really weird to see people reacting this way, because she literally didn't say anything. The things that people are accusing her of, she didn't even say. People are basically saying, oh, so you looking for money only. Oh, you only worried about money. Okay, you just made your first million. Now you need a dude that got money. But she didn't say she wanted a dude with money. She said she wanted a dude with hustle that understood, you know, getting to the bag, because that's what she's about. That's her lifestyle. And so I think it's really interesting that people automatically equated those two things. When she said, I want to do that has an entrepreneurial lifestyle because I'm about my bag, I want them to be about their bag too, people automatically translated that in their minds to, oh, she need a new money, she need a new money. First of all, let's be clear. Just because you're an entrepreneur doesn't mean you have money. Okay, there are a lot of people that I know personally that have businesses that they run, and they're not millionaires, they're not rich. Now, I'm not trying to dog any of these people, but what I'm saying is you don't start a company, become an entrepreneur, and all of a sudden you're a millionaire. You know what I'm saying? So I think people don't need to equate those two things. By her saying, I want an entrepreneur, that does not automatically translate to I need somebody who's rich. That means exactly what she said. She was actually very clear when she broke down what she wanted. She said that the reason she wanted an entrepreneur was because of the lifestyle, because she lives a certain lifestyle and they would be more compatible, basically, which I understand that, because at the end of the day, if you're somebody working a 9-to-5, you pretty much have a routine. You are probably Monday through Friday waking up at a certain time, you're going to work at a certain time, you come home at a certain time, you have your little after work routine, you go to bed at a certain time so that you can wake up at a certain time. And then when the weekend comes, you probably have your weekend routine. So if you're dating an entrepreneur, you know, and she was talking about how, you know, sometimes I'm up at, 3 a.m. still replying to emails and stuff because I'm running a business on my own. And if you're working a 9-to-5 and you got to be up for work at 8 a.m., so bedtime is at 10, and your entrepreneur girlfriend is still, working, and you trying to be booed up or whatever, and they're still working, that's probably going to cause some problems. Or, when entrepreneur comes in the bedroom at, 3, 4 a.m., trying to have some boo time and some bay time, and you like, I gotta get up for work in 2 hours. That could create some issues. So I could understand what she was saying when she said the lifestyle is different when one of you is working in a 9-to-5 and one of you is an entrepreneur, and it's all about hustle and go, 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 go. Whereas that 9-to-5 person is going to be a lot more accustomed to routine. And that probably is going to cause some issues in a relationship. Made perfect sense to me, but apparently the rest of the world didn't even hear that part of what she said. The only thing that they heard was, I want a CEO and I don't want a 9-to-5er. Now, I want to also point out that she never said, I want a CEO. What happened is she listed what she wanted in a man, and Nick Cannon said, oh, so you want a CEO? And then she was like, I mean, yeah.
He could be a hustling entrepreneur.
So you want him to be you want CEO status?
Yes.
Okay, he can't.
So I think that's important too, because people are making it seem like she came out the gate like, can't date one that's not a CEO, and he gotta have money, and that's just not what happened. The funny thing about it is a lot of people that have so much to say about this probably didn't even watch the interview. Y'all be doing that. I see y'all. Y'all be doing that a lot. But at the end of the day, we have to talk about this because for some reason, anytime a woman has standards for the type of person they want to date, they have a set criteria for this is how I want the man that I date to be, it's always a problem. Y'all do not like for women to give criteria. The first thing y'all do is point out all her flaws, because that's exactly what happened in B Simone's case. People start saying she ain't even cute enough to be making these kind of demands, and she just hit her first million herself, so how she gonna say she need a man with this much money and blah 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 blah, and all she do is a comedian on social media, and she ain't even that funny. And I'm just like, what does any of that have to do with her having the ability to determine who it is she wants to date? One person in the comment section, and I wish I could have found the comment and screenshotted it, but one person was like, who is she to determine who's good enough and who's not? sorry, who is she to determine who's good enough for her to date? Who else is supposed to decide that but her? I'm pretty sure that we all get to determine who is and isn't good enough for us to date. That is something that we get to choose. We get to choose that. Y'all been wilding ever since this interview came out, and it's so interesting. Now, she did have some language about people that work a 9-to-5 that I did not agree with. So in the interview, Nick Cannon's like, oh, so, you know, so you don't want anybody to work a 9-to-5. And she was like, you know, I mean, no, you know, I want an entrepreneur. And then she goes on to say, you know, I'm trying to build generational wealth. I'm trying to pass wealth to my children, and you can't do that with a 9-to-5. Now that I disagree with this on, because there are plenty of people working 9-to-5s that are making bank. Okay, do you hear me? Now there's the obvious ones like surgeons, doctors, lawyers, engineers, people out here making 6 figures, 7 figures at a 9-to-5 job. But also, I mean, I worked in HR, and our director was definitely making 6 figures. We had people in our marketing department that were on the managerial and executive levels of our managing team that were making 150, 200K a year. There were the CEO and CFO of our company were making 500K a year, I think. And here's the thing, when they mentioned CEOs, they meant, you know, someone that owns a company. But let's be clear that just because you're the CEO doesn't mean you own the company. Because at the last place that I worked, we had our owner, and under him he had a CEO and a CFO. He owned the company, and he hired those people on to be his CEO and CFO. So when you're talking about entrepreneurs and owning a company, a CEO ain't necessarily an entrepreneur and ain't necessarily the one that owns a company. So that's just another little thing that I was just like, that ain't necessarily true. But aside from that, I think what she said made sense. You know, she had a little bit of language in there about people working 9-to-5s that I was like, that ain't true. But outside of that, I understood what she was saying about this is the kind of man I want, and this is why. She made it very clear. I want someone that's entrepreneurial and chasing a bag because that's my lifestyle, and I need them to understand that. Simple. Very simple. But somehow people have taken that and twisted it all up, because the second they hear a woman say, I want this, they're ready to attack. Like, literally. Men be having all kinds of superficial ass standards. Man, you know, she gotta be thick as fuck. She gotta know how to twerk, but don't be twerking out there in the streets, only twerk in the room for daddy, you know what I'm saying? You know, she gotta be a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheet. She gotta be a porn star in bed, you know what I'm talking about? She gotta know how to cook like my mama used to cook, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all be having whole lists of stuff. And all this girl said was, I'm an entrepreneur and a hustler, and I need my man to be an entrepreneur and a hustler too. What's the problem? I think part of it was when she talked a little bit about the 9-to-5s and saying you can't create generational wealth or whatever. That triggered people. You know, people that work 9-to-5 was like, huh? You know what I'm saying? And that put them on the defense, so they were just ready to attack. But outside of that, there's nothing wrong with what she said. She said what she wanted. She said why she wanted it. And it literally made perfect sense. And y'all been wilding ever since. Like, y'all are mad at her for determining what kind of partner she wants to have in her life. I just think it's wild. I think that people hear what they want to hear. When that interview was happening, it was a few things that triggered people, and that's all they heard. They didn't hear nothing else. Whole interview, all they heard was 9-to-5, bad. And they just jumped on the attack. And I just think that's crazy. But I think when it comes to women anyway, men just be feeling a way that we actually have the nerve to say, I want this and I want that. There's this mindset, especially with African American women. Yeah, I'm about to take it there. There's this mindset when it comes to African American women that we are just supposed to accept. We're supposed to just be accepting of however you are when you come to us. We're supposed to accept you. Broke, jobless, trifling, lying, whatever. We're supposed to accept it. And we're supposed to struggle through that. We're supposed to help you become a better person. We're supposed to build you up. We're supposed to suffer through those initial years of you just being ain't shit. Because later, when we're finished building you up into a better man, then we can reap all the benefits. No, absolutely not. We do have standards, and we know what we bring to the table. And therefore, because we know what we bring to the table, we also know what our partners need to bring to the table. And so as long as I'm bringing my stuff to the table and you're bringing your stuff to the table, then we're good. And there's nothing wrong with that. But people have that mindset of, you're supposed to take them how you are. You're supposed to accept a man. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's 2020, okay? We're not doing that. We are knowing what we bring to the table, ladies. And we are finding men who bring to the table the things that we need. The things that are actually going to be compatible with who we are as women. Okay? So what I need y'all to do is I need y'all to chill. Aside from people just like being mad on Facebook and stuff, apparently there's a whole petition to try and get B Simone taken off of Wild and Out and stuff. And I'm just like, y'all cannot possibly be that mad based off of what she's like. There now, okay, I understand some people that work the 9 to 5 was feeling away like, oh, she coming for 9 to 5s. But y'all can't really be that mad at what she said that y'all got a whole petition started to get this girl's job taken. Like, y'all are doing a lot right now. It is not that serious. What she said was very unproblematic. I want someone that has a hustler mentality and an entrepreneur so they can understand my lifestyle. What part of that was problematic? Again, I'll give y'all that the little blurb she gave about 9 to 5s and not being able to create generational wealth with 9 to 5. That part I was like, sis, no, that ain't true. But outside of that, she didn't say anything wrong. Y'all just tripping. Like, y'all just don't like to hear a woman saying what her standards are. I just find it hilarious. Like, I just find it hilarious how much in an uproar people are now. I could understand people feeling some type of way, but people are mad, and it is crazy. But I just wanted to come on here and give y'all my little 2 cents about this topic. But definitely tell me what y'all think about this. For real, y'all. Definitely tell me what y'all think about this conversation. I want to know what side of the fence y'all are on, because I just feel like B Simone really didn't say anything wrong. Like, she probably used incorrect verbiage when it came to that, 9 to 5 don't create wealth. But outside of that, she was just being real about what she wants in a man. And she has a right to have a preference. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think about this topic. If you have not hit that like button yet, I don't know why. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Seriously, again, that's how the YouTube algorithm knows that you rock with Fierce TV, by the comments and by the likes and by the subscriptions. So when you like, when you comment, when you subscribe, that's how they know that people want to see my content. They're going to put it out there in front of more people, and the tribe can grow, and then everybody's happy. So give this a like, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well, and join the tribe. And outside of that, I do have an episode of But I Digress that just posted, so make sure that you guys check that out, and also check out the other episodes of But I Digress that are there as well. And if nothing else, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.